So, good morning students. So, today we will do democracy, the outcomes of the democratic government. So, children, when we talk of the democracy, the first thing is, what is democracy? Why maximum countries of the world are nowadays following the democratic setup in their countries? Why it is most acceptable form of the government? What is the definition of the democracy? So children, democracy has been defined by the different philosophers and the political thinkers in the different ways. But the most acceptable definition of the democracy is given by the Abraham Lincoln. That is, democracy is a government of the people, for the people and by the people. That means democratic government basically elected by the people, it works for the people and it is thrown out of the power by the people. People have the final authority to make the government. That is democracy. So democracy is a government of the people. How? Because in democratic setup, after every 5 years elections are held, we all are aware, and all the adults of the country, those are above the age of 18 years, irrespective of their caste, creed, color, sex, religion, they all have the right to vote. And they cast their vote, and the party that gets the majority, that party forms the government. That means the elected representatives of the people form the government. That means government of the people. For the people. How it is for the people? But when the party that forms the government, they try to fulfill the promises made by them with the people during the election, because during the election all the parties have their manifestos and they discuss those manifestos with the people. They put forward their policies, what their programs, and then the people cast their vote on the basis of their programs. And when that party comes to power, they try to fulfill the promises made by them during the election with the people, or make the policy for the welfare of the people. That is for the people. Now is by the people. Because by the people means the elected representatives of the people, they run the government. They make the policies for the people. And they always try to make the welfare policies for the people. And if the people are not satisfied with their policies and or their program, they have the say in the government. And if even then they are not satisfied, they can, during the next election, they can throw them out of the power. That means government of the people, for the people and by the people. And final authority in the democracy rests with the people. People are very much aware. They are the decision makers who decide who has to run the government, how the government policies has to be made, and if they are not satisfied, they have the right to throw them out of the power during the next elections, right? So that's why democracy is known as the government of the people, for the people and by the people. Clear? Next is why the democracy is most cherished form of government. Why maximum countries are shifting towards the democracy. So children, when we talk of the democracy, it is a transparent form of the government. Everything is very transparent because the people's representatives form the government. They make the policies for the welfare of the people. And if something is not clear to the people, they can raise their voice. And the government has to clear the things to the people. There is always very transparency in the democratic form of government. Clear? Second, the democratic government always ensure the equality among the people. There is no disparity among the people. Government policies are benefiting everyone without any kind of the discrimination. There is equality. Equality is promoted in the democracy. Everyone who is eligible, irrespective of their caste, creed, color, sex, financial status, he has the opportunity to contest the election, he has opportunity to get the government job, he has opportunity to participate in the government policies. So there is equality is ensured by the democracy, right? Next is the democracy is a responsive government. It is a responsive government because it is always accountable towards the people, because it is formed by the people. So when the government is made for its all policies and the program, it is accountable and answerable towards the people. Whenever the people feel they are not satisfied, they can raise their voice, they can represent their ideas, and the government has to answer them. That means a responsible government. It is accountable, it is responsive towards the people. Next is in democracy, individual dignity is promoted. Every individual is given the respectable place, irrespective of any discrimination. In all the government policies, all the government jobs, in the educational institution, nowhere anyone can discriminate against anyone on any basis. Right? So everyone is given the right to have the dignity in the society. So dignity of individual is ensured in the democracy. Clear? So in the democracy, in democracy government, there are the chances of the resolution, conflict resolution chances are there. Whenever there are some kind of the conflict arises, there are the several ways given in the constitution through which we can resolve those conflicts, we can overcome those conflicts, or those conflicts can be removed. Because no law can be made by any government directly. There is a proper procedure given in the constitution to make the law. If any law or any amendment needs to be made, that law and that amendment procedure need to be first passed by the Lok Sabha by the 2/3 majority, then it is sent to the Rajya Sabha, there also it need to be passed by the majority, then it is sent to the President for his consent. So a proper channel or a proper procedure is followed that need to be followed to resolve the conflicts, to overcome the conflict. So there is always the conflict resolutions are easily sorted out in the democracy, right? So last one is that in democracy there is always a room to improve the mistakes, to correct the mistake. If sometimes some policy made by the government, it is not satisfied, after some time they feel there is some mistakes or those are not appropriate, they can amend those policies, they can correct those policies with the proper procedure given in the constitution. So there is always a room to correct the mistakes in the democracy. That's why democracy is most cherished, most acceptable form of the government. And maximum countries of the world are now the democratic countries, except a few. Those are following still the communism form of the government. Right? So democracy is the most acceptable form of the government in the world. Thank you.